Chapter 15, Intertextuality, Rashi's in dialogue with Rashbam, Ibn Ezra, and Ramban. Intertextuality, Rashi's in dialogue with Rashbam, Ibn Ezra, and Ramban. The intellectual legacy of Rashi is inseparable from the vibrant intertextual dialogue he engages in with other medieval Jewish commentators, notably his grandson Rashbam, Abraham ibn Ezra, and Nachmanides, Ramban. This chapter explores how Rashi's work functions not as an isolated exegetical endeavor, but as a foundational interlocutor within a dynamic scholarly conversation. The exchanges between these figures illustrate diverse hermeneutical approaches, textual emphasis, and methodological innovations that collectively enrich the tradition of biblical interpretation. Understanding these interrelations offers independent learners a nuanced perspective on medieval Jewish exegesis and the ways in which interpretive communities negotiate continuity and innovation. Rashbam, Rashi's direct intellectual heir, is well known for his rigorous commitment to Peshat and his often more literal readings of the biblical text. His commentaries frequently question or refine Rashi's glosses, emphasizing grammatical and contextual clarity over homiletic or midrashic expansions. This critical stance introduces productive tension within the family tradition, highlighting the plurality of legitimate approaches within the Peshat framework. Rashbam's method, while indebted to Rashi, often challenges readers to reconsider the boundaries between literal and interpretive readings, thereby enriching the exegetical discourse and deepening the scholarly engagement with biblical language and narrative. Abraham ibn Ezra offers a contrasting but complementary voice. His commentaries are characterized by a profound philological erudition and a scientific approach to language, grammar, and biblical criticism. Ibn Ezra's method foregrounds lexical precision, syntactic analysis, and often a skeptical questioning of received midrashic interpretations. His engagement with Rashi's work reflects both respect and critical independence, as he sometimes concurs with Rashi's readings, but also frequently diverges, especially where linguistic evidence or rational inquiry suggests alternative understandings. The dialogue between Ibn Ezra and Rashi exemplifies the interplay between tradition and innovation that marks medieval Jewish scholarship and invites readers to appreciate the multiplicity of exegetical possibilities. Nachmanides, Ramban, meanwhile, integrates mystical and philosophical dimensions into his commentary, often expanding upon Rashi's foundations with Kabbalistic insights and ethical reflections. While Ramban shares Rashi's commitment to textual fidelity, his interpretive horizon is broader, incorporating theological and metaphysical concerns that situate the biblical text within a cosmic and spiritual framework. His dialogue with Rashi's work exemplifies how medieval exegesis accommodates diverse intellectual currents, from rational philology to mystical theology, within a coherent scholarly tradition. Ramban's commentary thus serves as a bridge linking linguistic precision with spiritual depth, enriching the interpretive legacy initiated by Rashi. The intertextual engagement among these commentators is not merely comparative, but dialogic and cumulative. Readers encounter instances where Rashbam's literalism sharpens questions raised by Rashi's expansions. Ibn Ezra's linguistic exactitude challenges accepted readings, and Ramban's mystical insights open new hermeneutic possibilities. This ongoing dialogue illustrates the vibrant nature of medieval Jewish exegesis as a communal and evolving enterprise rather than a monolithic tradition. It also models for independent learners the importance of critical engagement, comparative reading, and awareness of methodological diversity within textual study. From a methodological standpoint, the Rashi's dialogue encourages a reflective approach to interpretation that balances respect for tradition with openness to inquiry and revision. Independent learners are invited to trace interpretive disagreements and convergences to weigh linguistic evidence alongside theological and philosophical considerations, and to situate each commentator's contributions within their historical and intellectual context. This analytical practice cultivates nuanced reading skills and an appreciation for the plurality of voices that shape the Jewish exegetical heritage. As the study advances towards synthesis and conclusion, this chapter's insights into intertextuality prepare readers to understand how Rashi's legacy is both foundational and dialogic. The Rashi's conversations exemplify how interpretation is a continuing discourse shaped by language, tradition, and scholarly creativity, offering a rich model for self-directed scholarly exploration and critical inquiry. Key takeaways for transferable knowledge and skills. Viewers should be able to articulate the nature of the intertextual dialogue between Rashi, Rashbam, Ibn Ezra, and Ramban, and its significance for medieval Jewish exegesis. Recognize the methodological differences and convergences among these commentators, especially regarding Peshat, linguistic analysis, and interpretive scope. Analyze how theological, philosophical, and mystical perspectives interact with linguistic and textual concerns in their commentaries. Develop skills in comparative reading and critical engagement with multiple interpretive voices within a shared textual tradition. Apply an understanding of historical and intellectual context to interpretive disagreements and developments in medieval biblical scholarship.